everybody, and welcome to the Disabled Team, and welcome to your FPL Weekly Show. Got us expert with us today with Russell, but first of all, we'll start with Lee. How are you doing, man, Lee?
Yeah, I'm good, yeah.
You good?
Yep.
Had a good week, Lee? Do you think, with your points, I think you've done all right?
Yeah.
Good. And Mr. Russell, our expert, how have you done this week, Russell?
Well, I've just finished my fifth cigar. let me just flick that on the screen on top of you lot. Oh, you've got it. I was going to say, have you got the talcum powder? Oh. Well, I've just ordered some in the food shop for all you guys. I said, I'm not one for I'm not one for bragging, but I did say, get your talcum powder out because I'm going to be spanking some bums, and I think I've spanked a few bums this week. I'm glad you've got it, mate. You need it.
Johnson's baby powder, £2.49 from Shopless. £2.49.
Please don't tell me you bought it just for the stream. In all seriousness, a good week. It could have gone better. There's a few little things that annoyed me, but yeah. But then again, there's been a lot of good scores around, so yeah, it's good.
There has. Right, do you want to jump straight into who's done what this week?
Yeah, you're the boss.
Well, it's our channel, mate. It's all of us. We're not bosses here. Well, as viewers at bosses. Here we go. Right, here we go, guys. Right, this is Tom's. He played his wild card this week. He got 74 points after playing wild card. He had Leno with 2, Scare with 11, me with 3, Robertson with 2, Nico Williams with 2. Gakpo with 3, March with 8, Rashford with 12, Odegaard 6, Kane 14, Tony 11, and on the bench it was Foster, Lewis, Haaland, Saka. He only had 1 point on bench, which is pretty good to say it with a double game week. So that's his team.
Who was that? So was that Elliot? I'm trying to figure out where you're looking. The top Bowen 747. Is that who you're looking at right now?
No, Bridler and Peacocks 20th. That's Tom.
Okay.
So he used his game week. He played his wild card.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at a different league. Yeah. Right. I was looking at the other league I'm in. I was like, wait, that's not what I've got. Let me go to your one. That's the problem. We have about 50 leagues you're in. Right, TDT. Oh, here we go. Tom. Oh, yeah, I got you. Brilliant. Okay. Very, very interesting. How you doing, Harmony? How you doing? You all right? Do you want to share? Just let you know, Harmony, Stu has got some talcum powder if you want to use it. Shake it on. Pretend it's snow. It's the time for giving. It's Christmas. It's the time for giving. I'm giving you all a bit of a... There you go. Lovely.
All over laptop.
Or not the new laptop. It is interesting. A few people have gone for wild cards. I told you someone would go wild card. You know, I think it was the week for chips. So, fish and chips.
Still, pass me your duster, love. Never you mind. Use talcum powder.
I can't believe you got talcum powder. That's brilliant. Oh, that's so funny. You what? What are you doing?
I love that laptop.
I know. Is it your new laptop?
Yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
What you do for a show, eh? The sacrifices that are made.
Scylla just laughed her head off at me. There we go. Right. Well, that's no more talcum powder for me.
Exactly. Yeah. Don't worry. I don't think you need it this week anyway.
Right, there we go. I'm back.
You're back.
Everything's good. Hiya, Stu and Lee. Hiya, Romani. Love, hope you're doing well. Hello, Swellard. So, how do you think he did, Russell, to say he used the wild card?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, well, I keep forgetting Tom's the guy with he's still got all these chips, hasn't he? Yeah. So how far is he off the guy? I mean, I really want him to come I want him to chase the guy behind him. So he's almost 400 points behind the other guy, but I don't think the other guy's playing. So it'd be hilarious if he actually caught up with him. But 74 points is good. I'm intrigued by his wild card. Has he set it up good for the end of the season, if you see what I'm saying? So the wild cards are always best used to kind of set you up. I mean, my wild card, as you've noticed, it's kind of dragged me. Last week wasn't good because of Saka, but it's obviously I'm starting to see the benefits of it now because I kind of designed it for 3 or 4 weeks ahead. So I'm intrigued to know if he's thinking his wild card is designed for the rest of the rest of the season. But I've noticed his captain's on the bench.
Yeah, Haaland.
Who's his vice?
Kane.
Oh, there you go. Yeah, sorry, miles away. Right, yeah, he got his points from Kane. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, good score, 74. You know, did have a lot of did he have a lot of double game weekers? Yeah, Spurs. Williams. Williams is an interesting pick. So, but yeah, it's good to see that he's getting used to the chips and how to use them, stuff like that. So good. I really want him to get away from actually at the end of the season be off the bottom. That would be quite remarkable.
Hermanis coming. 15 players with a double bench boost and can only get an 81k game week. Pretty poor, really.
Yeah, is that me? I presume.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, 81k at 11 million, 200 points almost ahead of Hart. I mean, I don't know. I'm feeling pretty good today. I mean, I'm gonna enjoy the moment. I'm enjoying life. Best scorer in the league. Good.
You need to give it to Russell. You need to give it up, Russell.
I'm not getting involved in this slander. I'm just enjoying it right now. I'm just enjoying it.
Inky 1919. Good evening, Inky, mate. Hope you're doing well. So that's Tom's team looked at. Now, this guy is definitely not playing.
Yeah.
Just below. He's 35 points this week. Didn't have not a right lot to write home about. Lloris 3, Young 8, Van Dijk, who were his captain 0.
I love his bench.
1.
He's got a cracking bench.
Ramsdale, Coutinho, Cancelo, Thiago Silva. Haaland 0, Jesus 12, Havertz 4, Zaha 1, Foden 0, Gallagher 2, Fabinho 4. So I don't think he's playing anymore, is he, this season?
No, we don't need to really be bored with, not bored, but how can I put it? Should we not go for the people not engaged, shall we say?
Right, now this is puzzling me a bit, right? Vibes SC is with no transfers. But again, he's finished on 101 points.
If Liam was in the room right now, he'd be having a breakdown, wouldn't he?
I mean, look at this, right? Ramsdale in net with 3, Martinez with 11, Van Dijk with 0, Trippier with 14, Shaw with 11, Billing with 4, Martinelli with 5, Rashford, who is vice captain, 24, Trossard with 5, De Bruyne with 13, Tony with 11. On bench, he had Nick Pope with 8, Ben Mead with 3, Haaland, who was his captain, 0, and Moore 0. Yeah. But in total, he's made 101 points and he didn't even play.
I know. I think each week he does quite well. I mean, if you look at his team, it's not a bad team, and they've not got injuries. So, fair play. I mean, that shows you if you pick a good solid team, you can leave it for a while. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, that's proof of the pudding. You leave a team which is semi all right, you can still do pretty well in fantasy football.
Good evening, everyone watching. Hope you are all well. House Legend Lee, how are you, Luke?
I'm okay. I'm good.
Today, have you got any Easter eggs yet?
Who, me?
You got an egg, haven't you?
Yeah, we got some, and we've had them all already. Yeah, the only eggs I'm giving out is the one I'm putting on all your faces right now.
Cheers, Ian. I am Team Richie all the way.
Who's Richard? Oh yeah, I see it.
Hi, Baron. Oi, Russell. Hey, Ian. So that's Vibes' team looked at. Right,
Yeah,
now let's go into this is Ismail's team, no name. So again, no transfers, but we've still got 86 points.
Yeah, pretty good.
Edison 2, Webster 9, Dunk 7, Trippier 14, Young 8, Saka 1, Trossard 5, De Bruyne 26, Rodrigo 2, Jesus 12, Haaland, who was his vice captain, with 0. On the bench, he had Ward, Saliba, Almeida, and Mitrovic.
Yeah, but I don't think he's playing again, is he? He's one of those ones we.
No, it's disengaged, isn't he?
Yeah.
Right. So next team is Nerves team, 89 points this week. Hope with 8, Scar with 11, Totti with 1, Trippier 14, Saka 1, Rashford 24, Odegaard 6, Fernandes 4, De Silva 2, Kane 7, Tony 11, and on the bench she had Sarkic 0, Vestergaard 0, Haaland with vice captain 0, and Saliba 0.
One thing I want to say.
Rashford.
Yeah, one thing I want to quickly say is it's lovely to see Saka's points this week. It's lovely to see not one player, stiffing me. I mean, everyone well wanted and not everyone getting rescued by one player. So thank you, Saka, for getting benched and bringing 1 point to the table. That is poetic justice.
Swinsy roundabouts, doesn't it? What can bite you one backside 1 week?
Was anyone expecting Saka to be benched? When I saw that team news, I'm not going to lie, I started on my cigars. I got the cigars out and I started smoking.
Good man. So that's Yoda's team looked at. Then above Yoda is Planet 24. Again, it's disengaged, no transfers. Rodak, Mins, Dyer, Dillot, Andreas, Rashford, Salah, Saka, Jesus, Mitrovic, Haaland, Henderson, Cancelo, Saliba, Almiron. No point talking about that team much, is there, mate?
Nah.
So that's that one done. Team pool, 72 points this week. Again, didn't make any transfers. Alisson 7, Trippier 14, Alexander Arnold 0, Kilman 2, Marsh 8, Salah 14, De Silva 2, Matthias 2, Trossard 5, Tony 11, Kane 7. On the bench, he had Henderson, Lamptey, Ayling with 2, and Johnson with 8.
Yep. Again, not really. He's not playing, so we won't go much into that team.
The next team is Happy Amaret. She got 87 points this week. 7 points for Alisson. Bueno got 1. Trippier got 14. Shaw got 1. Matoma were a vice captain 14. Rashford 12. Saka 11. Murphy 8. Tony 22. We were a captain. Haaland 0. Kane 7. On the bench, she had Ramsdale, Saliba, Almiron, Emerson Royale.
Yeah, that's a sexy looking bench. I'm not sure if she's engaged much now because her last.
It's weird. Sometimes she'll play them, she don't.
Yeah, but she's been doing all right recently. Unless obviously it's become too much or me doing well, giving people that I just give up now. But she was doing all right. She was starting to kind of catch up. So, it'd be a bit sad if she has kind of just stopped because you're quite deep into it now. So you're almost there.
Yeah, that's it, isn't it? But if you are still playing well, then happy for your.
I mean, look at the gap. Look at the gap between Happy and Harmony and Happy now. It's quite chunky. Points wise.
Yeah, she's pulling away as the money again, isn't she?
Yeah.
And right, speak about Hermione's team now with Hermione being in the room as well. Hermione, 91 points minus 4 gives you 87. 87 points overall. Average points is 80. She's 7 points above average. I think that's pretty good. I still think she's got a lot. She's still learning along. She's learned quite a bit over this last season, and I'm expecting her to be stronger next season. That is for sure.
Yeah, like you said earlier about the comment about 81,000. I'll just 3.5 million.
Gave me around 3.56, 3.596, 210. The highest, right. So she had Pope in net, then me, Trippier, and Estepurian. So me three, Trippier for 14, Estepie on 7. That's a pretty strong defence, though. You know,
Ben
me, Trippier, and Estepie. I think that's the strongest defence I've seen.
Yeah, like
so far, as you know, below.
Yeah, Ben Mee's been a bit of a bandwagon, so that one was jumped on. But yeah, like I say, that's strong defence. But Ben Mee only got 3 points.
3 points.
Yeah.
She captains Mo Salah.
Yeah, well, that was looking all right, weren't it? And obviously, I see what she put in the comments, but I'm not going to lie, seeing Salah not, that second round of fixtures, some of the team sheets were beautiful. I love seeing that team sheet.
The Toma 14, Saka 1, Rodrigo 2, McAllister 9. And then she had Isaac with 8 and Ivan Toney with 11.
Yeah, Isaac annoyed me because I knew some of you guys had Isaac and he wasn't starting, but then he came on and scored. So I found that was quite. I was obviously very happy, but I was like, when you got someone that you want to keep them down, it's like I just wanted to keep them. Isaac coming on the score did annoy me a little bit. So yeah, well done on Isaac.
And on the bench, she had Raya with 8, Cash with 0, Sinchenko with 2, Haaland with 0.
Yeah, like I say, it's a good all-round team.
Yeah, obviously, I think so. Yeah, it's to get minus 4 points, to get 91 points in the game week's pretty good.
Yeah, I'm thinking obviously with experience, you'd have probably played, bench boost or you'd done a chip this week. Like I say, the midfield did all right. Rodrigo was an interesting one. It's 25 and then he didn't really play, so that one didn't come through. Saka, beautiful, love that. But yeah, points from everywhere else on the pitch, really, isn't it? Apart, Ben Mee. She had 10 points on the bench, so whether that, obviously, if you had a bench boost, I don't think you'd have designed the bench to look how it did right now. So Haaland, we'll talk about later because that could be interesting. But yeah, like I say, not quite 81,000 Harmony, but slowly getting there.
The managers are all doing a pet. Salah captain benched, Rodrigo benched, Isaac benched. So frustrated.
I don't know. I've got to count that. I think they made the right decisions. I think a lot of the managers with those players mentioned, I think it's the right thing to do.
The then Magpies allowing the cat kicker to score 2 last night. Kurt Zuma.
Oh yeah, because that would have ruined a lot of clean sheets, wouldn't it? Because some people we were using the bench boost and they had like a Newcastle player defender on the bench and then one play. You know what I mean? So there was a few. Yeah, I'm not going to lie. 5-1 West Ham is quite a good score for Leeds because West Ham were down there with us, but also in fantasy, it kind of clears out the clean sheets. So that was, to me, I was happy with that. That was perfect.
Talk to me when you get 22k game week finish, Russell. That's made my season.
What? Who is that? Hello? I can't hear you now. What are you saying? Can't hear. Someone's saying something. I can't hear anything down here. Get the talcum powder.
Not on my bloody laptop, I won't, but I'll do it here.
Get that talcum powder out now. No, but overall, good score. Like you say, the one thing we'll put our battle of minds to a side. It's good that Harmony's still engaged, still playing, still trying, which is a good thing. And to be honest with you, she's climbing the table. And how? I mean, look, she's now in the race up to 8th place because 8th place there's quite get to 8th place and then another gap appears. So she's banging the battle for top 10. And from
Well,
where
yeah,
she was,
I mean, she didn't even think she managed to get into. I remember the man saying that she won't break into top 10 a few weeks ago.
well, she's on for it because as much as I give her a bit of stick, one thing I will respect is she's still trying.
She is that.
Still
She
trying.
is that.
I'm still learning, and I expect you guys to learn a lot from this season and to be wiping this lovely Cheshire smile, cat smile off my face. That's what I'm hoping you're all going to want to be doing next season. So yeah, all learning, and I think Carmody can break top 10.
Well, I've already started planning for next season, mate. Don't you worry. I'm going to have a strategy in place.
Oh, I love it. I love it.
Forget Brighton's strategy at buying players. You'll be wanting to know my strategy at picking players.
This is what I love to hear. I want to hear fight talk. I love it.
Well done, man. Anyway, well done, my lovely. You did well.
Yeah, it's
right. So next, the player who finished above made 5 transfers. Tilly. 99 points minus 16. What's that? 86, isn't it? 86 points. Final points.
83.
Pretty good.
83.
83 points. Yeah. Pickford with 2. Me with 3. Danny Mings with 10. Scar with 11. Maddison with 4. Salah with 7. Rashford with 12. Sonny March with 8. Watkins with 17. Kane, who had it was a single game week as well for Kane, wasn't it? I remember I had Kane for 14, and Ivan Toney, but his vice captain with 11. On the bench, it were Ward, Saka, Wan-Biscuits, and Benjamin White.
What I'm going to do is there's quite a few players I'd want to talk to on this one, but I'm only going to bring up one in this because there's a few I'll bring up in ours. Maddison. Let's talk about Maddison quickly. In reality, great news. Leicester are struggling for Leeds. In fantasy, damn, that guy is underperforming, isn't he? Really, for how much he costs. Very poor return from 2 games, 4 points.
Yeah, well, he's. I think I've. Did I take him out of my team? I think I've took. No, I tell you who I've took out of my team this week because he's absolutely awful. I hate his attitude. I hate everything about him, and he makes me angry. Ben Chilwell.
Yeah. Well, yeah, I'll get into him as well. Yeah.
He's a horrible player. Him.
Yeah, he plays for
no
Hull.
wonder. No wonder Leicester fans didn't have all good to say about him when he left.
Yeah, he's a good player. He gets you. Well, I'll go into that. Yeah, but Maddison's really frustrated me because he's a lot of money, and he was I picked him quite early, and it's quite a lot of people have Maddison. He really has not come through. I was expecting double figures from Maddison overall, at least 10 plus points. To get 4 is poor, really poor. So, yeah, he's something.
Maybe a man is on something when she calls him a fraud.
No, because overall he does well. It's Leicester and our team. I put my neck out there and said Leicester and West Ham will get on runs, but there's only so much time to do that, isn't there? I mean, I look at Leicester and West Ham stuff, think, nah, they're not going to get relegated, surely not. But Leicester right now, what are we, 5 points ahead of Leicester? How much are we? 5 points ahead. Yeah, I mean, it's a big difference right now.
I have had no chips since January. I am pretty much chuffed that I have climbed from nearly 200 behind to be almost level with Tilly, and not that far off Liam, the doctor, etc. I think you've done really, really well.
And that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Mandy Crybaby Chilwell, the referee chaser. It's horrible.
That's what I'm saying to you. Your target should be cracking the top 10 and chasing those players up to 8th place. Is it up to 8th place? Yeah, up to 8th place. My target, if I was in your position, I'd be like, right, I'm going to go in for 8th. And then I get to 8th, move up to 9. I mean, obviously, you know, give up on people like me. I mean, that's long gone, that one. But you can definitely crack into the top 10.
Bloody talking my glasses. Anyway, so
I love the fact you got talcum powder. That's brilliant.
so Tilly 007, well done for your 83 points. Right, the next person up the league is Liam Statham, Statman FC. Five transfers, minus 16, finished on 100, so 84 points he got.
16 points. Wow.
That's a Belaga got him 8. Gabriel got 2. Chippy got 14. Martinez got 11. Shaw got 1. Wow. De Bruyne got 13. Saka got 1. Matoma got 14. Odegaard got 6. Ivan Antonio is catching 22. Isaac with 8.
I like the bench points wise.
Yeah, the bench he had 0. Ward 0. Almiron 0. Haaland 0. Lewis 0.
Now, Stu, talk to me about Liam. I need to. He's not come on the streams anymore. It's going against him. What's going on with him? Talk to me.
Yeah, well, I think he's found out he's going to be an old man. He's found out he's going to be an old man.
An old man.
He's going to be a father for the first time.
Oh right, really? Oh, okay. I wasn't expecting you to say that.
So he's working as many hours as he can, but he's also trying to squeeze in spending time with Mrs. and getting his fantasy time.
Right, okay. That's their real reason. Right, I got you. I had in my head he's just got annoyed and like, oh, I don't want to do this anymore. That's what I was thinking. Okay.
Oh, if he didn't have any other reason, Russell, he probably would be thinking that as well, mate. Don't you worry about that.
Liam, if you're watching or you hear us, we do miss you in the video. I liked having Liam on here. He's quite fun to watch.
Yeah, we'll have to get him back on when he's off with handcuffs.
Yeah. But like I say, minus 16. See, this is the problem people are having. If you burnt your chips or you're not doing, I mean, look at the hits people have been taking. I mean, one thing I noticed straight away after the first game week was I was looking down teams and the amount of minuses everyone was taking minus. People really got punished if you weren't kind of prepared for it all.
So that's his 100. That's how he got his 86 points. So it's not a bad team, and it looks like he's got his plan to go forward.
Yeah. Well, if you're taking the minus 16, definitely be planning ahead, or it's pointless taking the minus 15, minus 16. Sorry.
The one player I would advise him to drop next week. Well, this week's transfers is Lewis. I think Lewis. You need to drop Lewis.
Yeah. I don't. He was quite.
He's not going to play for Pep again now, is he, this season?
Well, it's a bit strange though, because he had like a little period where I was like, "Nah, he won't play," but then he was actually playing a lot, and then he's all of a sudden he's never. Yeah, it's weird. But that's the risk you take with Man City players. That's the risk you take with them. So,
I think Haaland's going to be a big issue come this week's game, FPL week. I know that. I think Haaland's going to be a massive talking point. Anyway, we'll go. But right, so that's Liam's done. Well done, Liam, for getting your 84 points, and I'm glad that you've got it in some sort of order and you're planning for next week. So the next person up above Liam is Bowen the Minister Doctor. He finished on 79 points. He only made one transfer. No penalty hits.
No, that's fine.
Edison with 2. Alexander Arnold. Poor is Alexander Arnold. 0. Castagna 6. Scar 11. Todosky 2. Saka 1. Rashford 12. Mitoma 14. Odegaard 6. Embrano with 11. And his captain was Kane with 14. On the bench, he had Pickford, who would have got 2. Haaland 0. Mikalenko come on as a late sub against Spurs to get a point. And Almiron he's been out injured 0.
Yeah, like I said, no point. At least he's still engaged, still trying. Not the greatest of scores, but you were against a lot of chips, and also, like I said, his bench hasn't got much points on it, but at least he's engaged and still trying. I always respect that.
So well done, Bowen. Well done, the doctor. Right, the next one, Mr. Lee FC. Take it away, Lee.
Okay. What?
How many points did you get?
Nothing.
-4 because you made 2 transfers.
91.
So you were 89.
89.
Right, go through your team for me. Who's in that? Raya.
Well, yeah, give me 8. Ben Me, give me 3. Chippy, 14. Gabriel, 2.
Mito.
Matoni, 14. Salah, 7. Saka, 1. So March, 8. McAllister, 18. Ivatoni, 11. Kings, 7.
Let's have a look at your bench. You had Iverson with
3. None, 2, and none. Weber, none. Saliba, none.
yeah, because Monto and Verber are injured, aren't they? But you managed to get 89 points, like.
Yeah.
One thing I noticed straight away is all your Brighton players came through for you straight away.
Yeah.
And also, what was interesting with you, Lee, is you did take the advice where you only did 2. Was it 2 transfers last week? Was it 2?
Mm.
Yeah. Interesting captaincy. You took a risk. I thought you was going to captain Salah. So, what made you change your mind?
I don't know.
Because I thought Harmony was telling you Salah, and I thought you said Salah in the last stream. So
Yeah.
I had it in my head you had Salah as captain, but you went McAllister. And actually, did you make the right 18? Yeah, you made the right choice. You actually got more points from McAllister. So fair play. Took a risk and you got rewarded.
Yep.
Yeah. So like I say, like I said, Lee, I think everyone, as you can tell, I think it was always going to be a struggle last game week because of what people were going to do. But respectable score, and you look pretty well built going forward. So let's see what the rest of the season brings for Lee.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, he's working on his bench now to use his bench boost in game week 30.
Yeah,
32 for a double.
Saliba looks probably out. I think Voba you could probably keep because I think Voba could be back soon. Personally, I think he's going to be back in the frame soon.
I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. But so well done, Lee, for your 93 points. The person who finished above you, Mr. Wilco's Wanderers, McAllister Bishop, 72 points this week. Didn't make any transfers.
Okay.
I don't think he played this week. Board with 0.
Or he's building up for future game weeks.
Possibly.
Maybe he did it on purpose, no transfers to get 2 for this week.
Possibly. Ward with 0, Robertson with 2, Trippier 14, Luke Shaw with 1, Gabriel with 2, Matoma 14, Odegaard 6, Rashford 12, Martinelli were his vice captain with 5, Harry Kane with his captain with 14, Patrick Bamford was 2, and Sanchez with 0, Haaland with 0, Tadowski with 2, Rodrigo with 2.
Yeah, I was just going through McAllister's chips usage. I thought, why is he only doing 2 transfers? He's used 4 chips. So he's got 1 left. And the one he's got left is wildcard, bench boost, wildcard free hit. So he's still got, interestingly with McAllister, he's got a triple captain still. So, yeah, interesting why he used maybe he's just building up 2 transfers for this week because he hasn't got a free hit or anything like that. So maybe that his thinking is he's got. I would suggest his thinking is he is planning to have it ready for that week when there's not as many teams playing. But I remember McAllister being there and thereabouts, but he seems to have dropped off a bit now, doesn't
Mm.
he? Yeah. So, what was his score? It was 72.
72.
Yeah, Bamford, interesting choice. Who else has he got? Yeah, the rest of them are pretty much. Oh, he didn't get any points for his keeper. Oh, okay.
No, he had Ward in net, didn't
Yeah, so that's basically only had 10 players played. Oh, okay. Okay, we'll keep an eye on him. But McAllister used to be in it, didn't he? He used to come and give a bit. I used to like that. But we haven't seen him for a while. Well, hopefully he's still engaged.
he? Hermione says that she sold Tony on Monday. I think the 10 yellow cards will come very soon.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. I'm pretty glad Tony's been missing that. I wasn't Tony's biggest fan. I've said it before, but he seems to be doing all right with the points. And like I say, as may long it continue until he gets banned for about 8 years, where he doesn't get any yellow cards. So that's good for now for me.
Oh, no, she's all right as far as I know, Hermione. She has not been on here for ages. She's still scoring quite well. Why not save your bench boost for game week 34, Lee? Is it game week 34? But what I'm talking about with Brighton and everybody.
Yeah, I think double game 34 is the big double game week.
Right. Well, that'd be the best time to do it then, Lily. That'd be the best time. So that's Wilco's team. Next, moving on to the next person is me. I made 2 transfers. Took a minus 4.8. Overall, I got 91 points minus the 4 gives me 85. No, 87. Yeah, 87 points.
Yeah, 87, yeah.
Yeah, Raya in net with 8, Trippier with 14, Estepion 7, Chilwell, Rudy Crybaby 9. Saka 1, Matoma 14, Madison 4, Fernandez, who were my captain, with 8, Hamey 7, Tony with 11, Isaac with 8. And on the bench, remember when I said I would have used my bench boost? Ward with 0, Martinelli with 5, Pinnock with 9, and Botman with 9. I was as sick as a dog when I saw them scores go through. I won't like.
So how many points do you have on the bench? 995, 18, 23. Yeah. But again, it's all learning, isn't it? I mean, tell me what you think. I mean, looking at your team, apart from Saka and Madison, everyone else kind of came through for you.
Yeah, I did well.
Yeah,
even my crybaby Chilwell playing, I did well.
Yeah, so I mean, learning from your errors, you're not going to make that again. So, you know, that bench is it is depressing to look at, isn't it?
I knew it were going to do well. I knew it. I bloody knew it, and that's why I made a video saying that I would have used my bench boost if I didn't make a rookie mistake, and that's what it was.
Yeah, well, like I said, you and Harvey.
Mistake won't be happening again.
Good week, though. Good week in Stoke. I mean, is there any players Saka must have disappointed you?
Yeah. But you know, he's done so well. He's done so well in previous weeks. He's entitled to have a bad couple of weeks.
I needed him to have a bad week.
A bad couple of games, should I say, in a double game. He only played once, didn't he? He only played once, did Arsenal. So,
yeah.
You know,
I still don't quite understand why he didn't start against Leeds. I couldn't figure out. I still think about it now. But why did he not start against us? But they were confident they could beat us with what they had.
That's what I think it was. We were, they didn't need to. They've give him a good rest, haven't they? What is needed.
Maybe it's because it's Liverpool next, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Which is a beautiful position to be in, and it does kind of show where Leeds are in people's thinking, aren't they? With their players, they think they can probably play weaker teams just to get results done.
And do you know something? When Nottingham Forest come to town and they went 1-0 up, I bet Cooper thought this was going to be a breeze.
Yeah. Yeah. I
mean, I'm surprised he's still in a job, and I'm surprised David Moyes is still in a job.
Yeah, it's good. We want him to be in a job. I was thinking Forest could scrape this, but I'm looking at their fixtures. I'm hoping they're in for a lot of pain. I think Harmony's got a question for you, Stu.
You were playing Pinnock and Martinelli, then you changed your mind, Stu. I know. But even that, Pinnock would have still got me 9 points along with Chilwell anyway. It still would have been the same. Martinelli would have only got me 4 more points than Saka and Mane. So, do you know what I mean? I would have only been 4 points up. But look, we're going to new game week, and Amani, you will be pleased to know I've took Chilwell right out of my team. What a baby he is. So that's my team done anyway, and I'm quite happy with my 86 points this week. So 87 points. I'm 7 points over average. That's all I keep saying. As long as I'm above average, I'm all right. I'm doing well. So that's it. That's my team done. Now let's have a look at Harvinder. He's made a bit of a comeback as Harvinder. Bench boost placed, made 1 transfer. Final points 111. Raya with 8, Gabriel 2, Trippier 14, Shaw with 1, Andrea 6, Madison 4, Enzo 4, Rashford 24, but he's captain, really good pick. Watkins 17, Havertz 4, Kane 7, and on his bench he had Edison with 2, me with 3, Peru with 2, and De Bruyne with 13.
What I find this team is very interesting. Looking at it, one thing I like about what's his first name? Sorry, is it Harvinder? What I like about this, he's got random Pereira. You don't see many players. Enzo, very interesting pick. Didn't get the points, but I like the risk. Havertz, I think that's a bit of a different pick as well. Obviously, the bench probably quite disappointed with what he got off the bench. Really,
yeah, because it's what he only got 20 points.
Yeah, De Bruyne has done well though, so fair play on that one because he spanked his Liverpool they played, weren't it? So yeah, fair play on the De Bruyne pick. But yeah, quite an interesting team because he that's not a normal looking team right now, is it? Rashford captain, yeah, fair play. We needed that goal badly as Rashford captain, so thankfully it came through in the second game. The first game I was a bit like, geez Louise.
Is he still well picked then, Russell Andreas?
No, I mean I shredded him. I think his value's dropped, so he's 4.3. I mean 12.8 is pretty high, but he wasn't. You just don't see him in a lot of teams now. So fair play to him. He got a goal, didn't he? Yeah, he got a goal. So took the risk, got the reward. It's because obviously people follow the trends. If how many, when you got a team that's got a few double game weekers, you're not going to have someone like him who Fulham have single game weeks, do you? So I mean, I got rid of him, but I quite liked owning him personally, but obviously my eyes moved on to different targets. So
well done, Avinda. Really well done. Now Harry Patterson got 114 points this week. Made no transfers. Pope with 8, Pinnock with 9, Shaw with 1, Trippier 14, Chilwell 9, Mitoma 14. Rashford 12, Marsh 8, Jack Harrison 10, really good pick. Tony, who was captain, 22, and Kane with 7. And on the bench he had Raya with 2, Raya with 8, Gabriel 2, Haaland 0, and Martinelli 5.
I mean, let's be honest, for no chip used, 114 is really good.
Yeah.
And like you said, Harrison, fair play. He's I didn't realise actually until I was watching the video of him signing his new contract. He's actually banging hot form. I mean, if you look at his game, 8, 2, 9, 11, 2, 6, pretty hot form right now.
But he has this though, doesn't he? He has a clump of games where he looks irresistible.
Yeah.
But then he'll go a long period without doing anything.
Exactly. And we all know that. I mean, like say, signed a contract, but if he's consistent, it'll be brilliant, but he's not consistent. But it's just nice to see those W against. I mean, look at Leeds' fixtures. Geez, how many draws and losses and all that. But it's nice to see a couple of greens coming through. But a lot of people are looking at Harrison. So fair play on picking. He's actually done. I didn't really actually realise until this. So I've been going through the leagues looking, and fair play to him. He had a really good game week with no chip shoes. He could be a little bit of a dark horse. Also, he's got 2 transfers this week. So, yeah, well done.
Regarding Harrison, what a difference! Nearly just under 4 months makes. Just under 4 months ago, we were all ready to be sold to Leicester.
Do you know what? Maybe that's because the manager's not telling him to play for the middle. So, just, he's actually putting players in the positions. And who'd have believe it? You get a manager that comes in and plays it normal and, just a bit sensible. Hey, presto, they start playing pretty well. Kept it simple. Fair play to him. Fair play to that manager. He's doing a great job right now.
And I think it's going to be very hard for Nonto just to walk back in his team.
Well, what a great problem to have, eh?
Right. It is that. It really is that. Right. Next up is in 3rd place is Darren Higgins.
The Higgins sandwich.
With 127 points. Only made 2 transfers, -4, so 123 points, if I'm right.
Yep.
Yeah, 123 points total. So well done, Darren. His team is Kepa with 8, Trippier 14, Chilwell 9, Shaw 1, McAllister 9, Rashford 24, Fernandes 4, Madison 4, Havertz 4, Tony 11, Kane 7. His bench boost. Raya 8, Mitoma 14, me 3. Dunk 7. What a bench that is.
Yeah, that's 35 points off the bench.
Well done.
Very good. So, yeah. Actually, I was going to speak. Didn't you have Fernandes as captain, Stu?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So, Fernandes, talk to me, guys.
Not well. Very inconsistent, Fernandes, isn't he?
Frustrating.
Very inconsistent.
He must be quite frustrated to own right now.
Yep, he is. He is, and he could possibly be going by next week. Because I want to see if I can go from now till the end of the season without taking any points.
Okay, but good game week from the Higgins. Like I say, they're my. I'm in the middle of this Higgins sandwich, so I need to kind of see if I can get the sandwich eaten. But good week. Fernandes interesting. I mean, I think the players that have Shaw, Fernandes, Madison, Havertz, but everyone else, but everyone else, pretty solid team. Pretty solid, really. So, yeah, I expect nothing less from the ones that are up the top, shall we say. But, yeah, it's a really good bench. A lot of points off that bench.
A question sort of what she wants to do. I will ask to find a cheap midfielder for game week 32, 1 week only, then reverse back to McAllister. Up to £6 million, may even go Benny from Hammers away at Bournemouth.
Well, I won't give any advice, Harmony, because I always get accused of giving the wrong advice. So I think, Stu, to play it safe and be diplomatic, I think you should maybe take this one.
Woody, I would have Amani right now. With going for then. Ordinarily, I'd say brilliant. Good, Benny's doing really well. He's putting in a shift. The problem was that game yesterday. West Ham give up. It's the first time I've ever seen that team give up. Their heads dropped. Declan Rice's interview after the game, he were hurting, and I don't know if this West Ham team can bounce back. But we'll have a look at some alternatives for you when we come to end of going through these tables. We've only got 2 left to go. And speaking of devil, 2nd place.
Also, shall I add 2nd place with the most points? So I'm not, guys, I'm not one for bragging, but I'm going to have a little brag right now. So, yeah, top points this week. So, yeah, I'm going to enjoy this. Took my bench boost, obviously. So, yeah, very happy. So, Raya got me 8 points. Estupian got me 7. Henry, very disappointing, only got me 3. That was quite an annoying one. Played both games, got 3 points. Rubbish. Trippier 14. Madison, we spoke about, frustrating. McAllister, I thought he'd be on a bigger haul because he got a goal in the first game. But second game, he went off after 72 minutes. So could have been bad, but I'll take it. Matoma 40, Rashford. Oh, thank God he got that goal. I was a bit worried about my captaincy because I thought that one's not going to pay off. But he thankfully got something. I was kind of greedy and I wanted more. Martinelli 5, Kane 7. Watkins, lovely Watkins, 17 points. What a return, eh? What a return. See, that's what you do at Harmony. You follow the trends, you get the rewards. Kepa 8. Shaw, very disappointed in Shaw. 1 point. Ironically, if he hadn't come off injured, 6 points there. He'd have got me, 5 points. He got a yellow card. Tony 11, Chilwell 9. So I've got what's that? 29 off the bench. And annoyingly, it's weird. In all my other leagues, I've really pressured. But obviously, the guy I'm going to speak about after me, I gained on him, but I wanted more of a gain. So you guys might be pleased to hear that. So yeah, but overall, I don't know. I'll take it, Stu. I'll accept it for now. Okay, I'll accept it. I'll get the cigar and I'll accept it for now.
Good. Well, congratulations to our expert Russell on his.
I know you're all really happy for me. I can tell.
I think that's the highest points of anybody in the TDT all season in the TDT league.
Well, I'm happy with that. I'll take that. It should have been more, really, but sure coming off and a few other bits. But like I said, I know you're all really happy for me, so yep. I appreciate the love, guys. Behind gritted teeth.
Yeah, my expert's doing well. It proves that I've picked a good one. So happy days.
And exactly 100 points ahead of you, Stu, on the nose.
Yeah, but do you know something, right? I will say this about you, Russell, right? I will say this, right? For a rookie who's coming in for his first season, now I don't want to sound like Amani here, but to be only 100 points ahead of me from game week 7 to game week 29, for an expert who's played this game, how many years? 14?
15, 14, yeah.
14 years, and you're only 100 points ahead, and you've managed to you've 30 of them points of front bench of your bench boost. What you had? I'd expect you to be a little bit further ahead of me, if I'm honest.
Well, look at it like this: my actual real points are 1,895. That's my real total. Because you got to remember this game week was...
Yeah, but I did start to game week whenever I started, so that doesn't count.
Yeah. So my real points. But, like I say, Stu, I mean, maybe I did watch one video. And I swear I heard you at one point. I think it was 40%. I think Russell's catchable. I think I can catch Russell. So I'm glad. I don't watch videos. I'm not, but I did see one bit of a clip. I did mentally know. Stu, I just had to put that nail in the coffin. I can't have you thinking you're going to catch me. So I'll put you up to bed now, I feel. But like you say, you do well, mate. You do well. I just had to put my my foot down. Get the accelerator moving, shall we say.
Well, yeah, I am looking into my strategies and how I want to play. And I can guarantee you next season it will be a lot closer.
Stu, you're a good apprentice. You're learning from the master. I know you won't admit it, but I know you're all watching and learning from me. But I know you won't give me credit for it, but you're all learning.
Yeah, listen. I'd be man not to take advice from me channel expert, wouldn't I? What's the point of having you as my expert if I'm not going to listen?
Oh, put me on the screen. I sit here and just waffle. That's better. Keep it like that. Sonny, you're on the TV here. Come and say hi. Sonny. He's been moody.
Probably earth dinner for you.
Yeah, even he's having a go at me now. What are you doing? Don't worry. Once he's done the next team, Sonny, I'll let you out. Then we can have a quick cup of tea while we talk the next bits.
Right. So well done, Russell. Now it's Richie.
Yeah, my
Top up
nemesis.
league again. Your
Yeah.
nemesis, Russell. He had 139 points minus 4 because he took he made 2 transfers, making a minus 4 point hit.
Okay.
So we finished on 135.
Yeah. So this is the time where you can all go, well, we're all Team Richie. You can all have a pop back now.
Right, Kemper with 8, Luke Shaw with 1, Trippier 14, Chilwell 9, Rashford 24, McAllister 9, Madison 4, Fernandez 4, Watkins 17, Kane 17, Tony 11, Raya 8, Marsh 8, Estepurian 7, and Ben White 8. So that's what's that? 8, 16, 24.
Good week.
31 points.
I mean, I gained on him, but we got very similar teams, to be honest with you. If you look at the teams,
Yeah.
So, yeah, he could be my. I'm wanting that lovely trophy just here, but I got a feeling he could be my little barrier. I feel like the other Higgins, I'm starting to wrestle and get into position. It's just this one. It's like a slippery little eel. I just can't get within my python grip. Start squeezing.
They eat a lot of eels in Thailand as well.
Yeah, he's like an eel right now. I just can't. Yeah, I can't python him the way I want to. Squeeze him, shall I say? But yeah, he's had a good week, annoyingly. So yeah, he's the one I got to get.
So yeah, so well done, Richie, for leading table again, mate. Well done.
Well done, everyone. Well done,
yep, everybody had a really good week. Everybody had a really good week this week. Really, really well done.
Yeah, well done, everyone. So that's it. It's like I say, I know it's frustrating for you guys to see me blagging, but hey, guys, you got to wipe this smile off. While you quickly do that, I'm going to let the cat out because I know you're going to answer questions, have a quick chat. I'm going to let the cat out, quick cup of tea, and then we'll go through what we're thinking.
Yes, the game week.
Yeah, okay, mate. Guys, I won't be long.
No worries, mate. Take care. I'll take him out of the shop for now. Right. Wait till you get 29 points this week, Russell. Laughing her off. I hope you're right, Romani, for us all. I play the game and like going for differentials and no scum players, blue or red. All a learning curve for next year. Now I know about chips too. My game will be a little different. Exactly, Amani. Mine's is going to be exactly the same way. You know, I'm going to try and make it not as stressful next season. So yeah, Lee, are you happy with your points this week, mate?
Yeah.
Or do you want more?
No, happy.
Happy with your points, right? So can I just go back to this question here, Lee? She's gonna take McAllister out of midfield to bring in another midfield that go up to 6 million. May even go for Benny from Ben Rama from West Ham.
Yeah,
because they've got Bournemouth away. Is that a good thing?
But Ben Rama.
Well, what I'm going to do, Lee, is I'm just going to go into Finn. Where's that gone? It's gone down here. I don't want it down there. Right. Give me a minute, guys. I will be with you all, I promise. Right. I'm going to have a look at I'm going to go into transfers, bring up Ben Rama, so Amani can have a good look at him. So here we go. West Ham. Midfield. Midfield Benny. Right, here we go. Right. I'm going to share screen so Amani can see it. Present share screen. And it's that one, and it's that. Right, so this is Ben Rama's. He got 5 points in game week 29.
Yeah.
He's got Fulham in game week 30. They've got it down as level of fixture number 2. I don't think it's going to be that easy. for
No.
West Ham. I really don't. He's got Arsenal game week 31 and then Bournemouth in game week 32 fixtures. So game week 30, as we says, it's away to Fulham, Arsenal at home, away to Bournemouth, home to Liverpool. So yeah, it's away at Bournemouth ain't going to be an easy fixture. It really isn't, Amani. You know, I think all the teams who were struggling at the bottom are looking at the home form as some sort of hope that they might be able to survive the season. I play. I've read that one, Anna. Sorry, Amani, love. Yeah. So you've got 6 million for a midfielder, and you're on about game week 32, aren't you? For game week 32. So let's have a look for midfielders, Lee, for game week 32. Now, I'm not saying that I know, you know what I'm talking. I'm not saying that I'm an expert at all, but the cost is up to 6 million. So we'll go 6.3, and then I'll right, and then I'll bring it down to 6 million. Right. So on. Let's go at price. Sure. Right. So 6 million, right? Joe Linton. What about Joe Linton? Who's Joe Linton got in game week? In game week 32, Amani. He's got Spurs. If Spurs aren't playing that well, you can even go for Joe Linton. Joe Linton got. I mean, I know he got 14 points against West Ham, and I know, they won 5-1. But Spurs are playing very well. And they've got Spurs at home of Newcastle in game week 32. So that ain't a bad option, Amani. If you're only bringing him in for one game week. I looked up that. I looked at all the fixtures and available prices up to that week. It's for that game week only. Jensen from Brentford was another thought. I have 3. Oh, right, you have 3 Newcastle players already. Sorry, Amani, love. Right. So who else were you looking at? Jensen from Jensen from Brentford. Let's have a look. Let's do it the proper way, Lee. It's only 4.8 million, isn't it? Player information. For game week 32, Aston Villa. It's Aston Villa at home. Not a bad option. Ben Rama, game week 32, Bournemouth away. Oh, I'd go Jensen, Amani. If I were you, genuinely, I'd go Jensen. I think Jensen's the better option at this moment in time. Jensen from Bournemouth was another. Yep, I'd go Jensen. I would. What about you, Lee? Jensen or Ben Rama?
I'm just looked at it. I just looked at Crystal Palace players, but Eze got Southampton, Everton, Wales, and West Ham.
What, as a midfielder?
Yeah, because
How much is it?
5.4
million. Playing information. Fixtures. Give me 32. Everton at home. That's another good option for you, Romani. Is it? I could also go Harrison, but he's due 4 off games. I know what you're saying, Romani. I do. He's got his new contract, and how many times the players lose the mojo a bit when they sign a new contract at Leeds? Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
Who have Leeds got game week game week 32, Lee?
We got game week 32. You said
Yeah.
32 is game week 32. Form away.
Ooh, ouch. Here's Russell back. Hiya, Russell, mate.
Okay.
Right, Leeds come up with a good one for game week 32 for a £6 million player, and that's Eze.
Yeah. Crystal Palace got really good fixtures.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Winnable fixtures.
And obviously, with Zaha being injured, he's probably going to get the minutes. And I think he's on set pieces. Good choice.
Yeah, Lee come up with that name. Well done, really.
Yeah, go for it. Yeah, is that for Harmony?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of Ben Rama, because Ben Rama's got Bournemouth that game week
Ben
away.
Rama's frustrating because personally, I really like Ben Rama. I've always liked Ben Rama. And I do wish Leeds went for him when we got promoted. But I don't know, West Ham just aren't firing, but I still think he's a really good player. If he's played consistently, I really rate Ben Rama. So, but I think let's have a look at Eze quickly. Let me have a quick look at it. Eze, he's 5.4. So you get. Well, that's weird. I can't see anything on my screen. What's going on here? Let's go on and off it.
Yeah, it's a good show.
Oh, I can't see anything on my screen. Strange. I've got the names. I've got no history of anything. What's going on here? Yeah, I'll show you. Look at my screen. This is weird. I'll show you this. This is what it's showing me on my screen. Let me spin that around. You see my nose. Yeah. See that? You see that?
Yeah. Ooh.
Look, watch this. Look. Then I do this. Pick team. Look, there's nothing underneath it. Here. Can you see that?
Yeah.
Weird. Don't know why it's done that. So if we go to transfers, and let's go on Raya. Press that. Nothing. Here.
That's weird. Maybe it needs a reboot.
Yeah, what I'll do, I'll have a play around with it while you guys talk. But yeah, I think Eze's a good minute. What's his minutes been like, Stu? Could you let me know?
Yep, of course I will, mate. Of course I will. To Crystal Palace. Eze, he's play information, right? He played 90 minutes against Leicester. He played 8 minutes in game week 28 against Arsenal, 45 minutes in game week 27 against Brighton, 10 minutes against Man City in game week 27. So basically, because Zaha were missing, Eze come straight in, and he's got 4 points in game week 29.
So bear with me. I know now why it's gone off because my internet's decided to turn off. So bear with us.
Present screen, share screen. There we go.
Right, I should get back on the internet and then I can check myself. What did you say about his minutes? Sorry.
Not the greatest. Right, let's go from 26. He played 74 minutes in game week 26. Game week 27, 10 minutes against Man City, 45 minutes against Brighton. Game week 28, he played 8 minutes against Arsenal. Game week 29, last time out, he played 90 minutes against Leicester. Yeah,
I think he'll get full 90 minutes now. And I'm pretty sure he's on set pieces. I don't know. Who do you think will be on penalties for Palace now? Because let's be honest, he could be taking all the set pieces. I'm intrigued actually by that. That's Fantasy Scout. Let's check. I want to see who's on Crystal Palace. Their fixtures are good, so let's check their set pieces. Second online is not on Milovic. Right, Eze's on direct free kicks, and he's also on corners and indirect free kicks. So if Elise isn't playing, he's not on penalties. He'll go to Mihailovic or Edouard. So, well, I think that's a good call. Good call, Lee. But
so,
yeah. I'll be honest with you. I've not actually. Do you know what that tea tastes like?
Success, victory.
Success. You got me. As I say, big by success that. I'll be honest with you, I've not even looked at my team yet. I'll be just because I've been working. I'm going to make the effort to have a look tomorrow night. And then I will be available for the deadline stream because obviously last week I was getting the tattoo redone. So I don't really know what I'm thinking for next game week. So yeah, I don't know what to expect. I was very comfortable this one, but I've got to make a few decisions now. So
I think captaincy will be a big decision again. I mean, is Alan due back?
I think Haaland's going to play, and I'll be honest with you, I'm cacking myself a bit because I don't own Haaland, and is it Southampton home they've got?
Where?
Southampton away. I mean, it's still Southampton. I was hoping his price was going to drop again, but it stayed at 12 million because I wanted to get him a bit cheaper because I sold him for obviously 11.8. If I could have got him back at 11.8, I'd been buzzing. But I don't
own Ireland. I don't own Ireland neither.
Yeah, but the problem you've got is he doesn't play in 32.
Yeah, so it's pointless getting rid of a player to bring him back.
But look at the two fixtures you've got for Haaland.
You got Southampton away and Leicester at home.
I mean, if there's ever I know. I mean, that could be punishment. Big decisions on that one. I personally, what I can make out
got Brighton at home.
You what? Sorry.
Kane has got Brighton at home.
I know. It could be a good week. Let's go with Haaland. Nice felt tip. Cheers, Haaland. Yeah, Haaland. I don't know. That's what I mean. I've not looked at it yet because I'll be honest with you. I was kind of enjoying my great week so much. I think next week's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. And I mean, now I can admit it. I was building my team towards that bench boost. So I kind of developed. So I'm going to have to start stripping away what I need to do with my team and get set up for my next phase. And Haaland is a 50-50 for me right now. I'm trying to figure out what to do or how I play my chips, should I say. What are you guys thinking on Haaland? What are you thinking in the comments? What are you two thinking, Lee and Stu?
I've always said this. I think, and I'm gonna. What's the word when you go against what you're gonna say? I've always said that you'd be a fool to go against Erling Haaland this season, but I might have to. I really might have to this week.
Why would you not sign him?
No, I ain't got him. No.
No, but would you not sign him though? I'm saying, would you sign him? Maybe. Are you not thinking of getting him back in?
I don't know. I'd like to get. I don't know. How much is Kane? Let's have a look. See how much Kane is.
11.7.
So 11.7 and Alan's 12.
Yeah.
And I've only got. What have I got in my kitty? I've only got 3.6 million, so I could do it, couldn't I? I could drop Kane to bring Haaland back in. Do I want to take another? Do I want to take a -4?
I know. That's why it's going to be pretty tough. I mean, I could get him in for Tony. So a little bit of thinking, if Tony got a yellow card last week, it makes my decision easy. I mean, like Harvey says, I already have him back. Selling and buying back any cost. Yeah, that's why I'm in the same boat as you, Harvey. I would only lose 0.2. Would have been 0.4. I think he'll rocket back in a few weeks to even cost you more to get back. Well, I think his price could go up maybe before deadline, but definitely next week. But it might go back down because he's not playing in 32. So really what you're thinking with Haaland is, do I want him for those 2 games or do I keep someone's prices in? Unless you're free hitting in 32, then you don't have to worry about it. If you're free hitting in game week 32, you can do whatever you like.
Have you still got your free hit chip, Russell?
I have, yeah. So, yeah. I've got a plan in my head with it, but it could change, and it might change. So,
see, the biggest question is, can Kane outscore Haaland for one game week?
which game week's that?
Game week. Is it game week?
It'll be the two game week.
30 and 31, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, Brighton home, Bournemouth home. I don't know. I think Haaland will get more points than Kane.
Yeah, but can he get 4 more? Is it worth taking the hit?
I don't know, but that's up to you. That's really your call on that one. So, but Haaland's
Do Man City have a Champions League game coming up?
yeah, they will do.
Because that could play a bit of.
Lee, could you check Man City's fixtures? Because let's see when that fixture drops. Because that could be interesting. If it drops between, was it 31 and 30 and 31? No, between 30 and 31. 32 we don't care about. If it drops in the middle of that could be interesting.
Not play.
Yeah. Well, he could be rested.
I know he's not playing Southampton, and he's got a Champions League coming up on the 11th of April.
Champions League on the 11th of April.
That's next week.
Gets Bayern.
There you go, that's it.
And
Bang in the middle.
And got Leicester City away at home on the 15th.
That's bang in the middle.
But I agree with Harmony on this one. Spurs are a shambles. I can see Brighton slapping them.
Yeah, Brighton. Like I say, I don't think people are going to be shy of putting Brighton players in this week.
Well, I've got my 3 Brighton boys in.
Do you know what? I was fuming with Spurs. I don't. Everything went down to 10 men. Spurs got worse and started getting dominated by 10 men. I couldn't figure it out. I was like, guys, you got an extra player, and I was so annoyed watching that game. So obviously that was before the Leeds win against Forest. So I was really, really frustrated with that result. But Spurs, man, they got such good players, but they're so risky. Yeah, but I don't understand. You go against 10 men, they got worse.
Yeah,
everything got better. It was weird.
Do you think in the FPL world, Chelsea players are going to be looked at more now that Lampard's gone back in as caretaker manager?
Lampard, probably not. I mean, he can only make them better, can't he? Well, they can only improve. I don't really understand why Chelsea are that bad. I mean, I think they've still got a very good team, but it's just not happening, is it? I mean, I disagree on Chilwell. I mean, I watched Chilwell in that first game. I'm not disputing his football abilities. I'm disputing his personality. Honest to God, if I saw him in a nightclub, I'd slap him. And I ain't a violent man, but I just want to. I would. Because why don't. What's he do that winds you up so much?
He's chasing around the referee.
Well, they all do that, don't they? Fernandes does it every game.
No, I don't like it. I hate seeing it. It's not.
Loads of players do it now.
Like when Kane went down against Man United, when Kane went down like he got shot against Everton. Now people are saying, "Oh, if he didn't go down, Decore wouldn't have got sent off." Of course he would have done. There's VAR now. He didn't need to go down like that.
Yeah, we know Kane's. He does that anyway, but yeah, Kane is known for that, let's be honest. But Chilwell, the first game, how he ended up on 0 points. Was it 0 points? I don't know.
He got booked, didn't he?
Yeah, he got booked, but he had a goal disallowed. Yeah, 0 points against Villa. He was so attacking. So attacking. I mean, let's have a quick look at Chilwell's fixtures.
He didn't do much better against Chelsea, against Liverpool.
I don't know, Chilwell, Brighton, Brentford, they are risky. I can see him conceding, but I do think he's very forward. Very forward. And he is on all set pieces. Yeah. To be honest with you. So, yeah. What do you say about Chelsea? Will they be worth having with Lampard, in fact? Well, Lampard's not a very good manager, is he? But they are still very good players. So you only need someone to get half a tune out of them, and they'd be good assets.
That's why you were there in crowd watching, wasn't it? Against Liverpool.
I still don't quite understand how he gets these jobs. It's very strange, but obviously that's what happens. That's what happens when you got a good name. Well, not so much a good name, a very famous name, isn't it? connected, very connected. And you got to remember, Chelsea still have a game to be confirmed against Man United, so they're going to have a double somewhere.
I just don't see any benefit of disrupting your team to bring in a Chelsea player. If you've got a plan, stick to it. I don't think because Chelsea have brought in bloody Lampard, I don't think it's going to make much of a change. They might win odd game, but whether that's enough to disrupt your plans you've had for all season, I wouldn't change it personally. He's a big baby. He even looks like one. He needs a dummy to go with a nappy.
Ooh. But one thing I will say is I was surprised a lot of people have been tempted by the fruit on the tree, which is Mudryk. The guy who I'm in this big competition with, the other West Ham fan I know in the real world, he for some reason he picked Mudryk, and he was messaging me going, "I can't believe I picked him." So many people have seemed tempted by Mudryk. He never does anything.
Mudryk's been a very, very big disappointment. He's been given an 8-year contract at Man United at Chelsea to fiddle the books, shall we say, the FFP books, and he could be one of the biggest flops at Premier League.
I think he'll come good eventually, but
I don't think he will, mate. I really don't. I thought Enzo were going to come good.
No, I think they will. I think Chelsea. Take my veils. Chelsea, Liverpool. You can quote me on this. We'll come back with a vengeance. I think they'll be. You want to say?
Go on, mate.
I think there'll be big assets next season.
Well, the two managers who have put the names in the hat to take over Chelsea at pre-season is Mourinho and Conte.
Chelsea and Liverpool will come back next season. They just will. It'll naturally happen. They've been very disappointed in the sense of fantasy football. But I actually think next season Chelsea can have some really good assets to buy into. I think they'll be cheap as well.
And I think Klopp's going to push Trent into midfield. He won't have him playing. He won't have him playing as a defensive player. He won't, because he can't.
Yeah, well, he's like Aiden, isn't he? He's all right going forward. Well, he's like a better version of Aiden, a lot better version of Aiden, basically.
Yeah, look. All Leeds need to do is get through this transfer, get through this season, and then 49ers come in and do like I wouldn't say a total overhaul, but it needs a lot of new players.
Yeah, we just need upgrading with a bit of quality. But I don't know. My thinking's changed with Leeds. I little bit thinking, geez, we might actually pull it off again. I was really down in the dumps 4 weeks ago, but recent results, looking at teams around us, I'm thinking, there might be a chink of light there.
Well, I missed today's press conference because I had to go to doctor's routine MOT, and basically, as we know, Xavi did his press conference this afternoon at 1:00. Now, I was going to watch it, but then I keep saying to myself, why watch something you don't get no information out of?
Yeah, exactly. He doesn't tell you, does he?
No.
Well, I think Nonto available. No. Maybe Voba might be back on the scene soon. So.
I may have to put a few pennies in us finishing higher than the London Blue team now. Fat Frank has gone back.
I'll put a few pennies on us. No, we won't catch them.
The 10 points clear out there or something.
Yeah.
Too many individuals. The team do not gel at all. And did you hear, Amani, that these players they had nasty nicknames for Gopota when he was manager. They used to nickname him all sorts. They should be looking at themselves better than looking at where they are in the table. Because if I were a Chelsea fan, I'd be peeved with how much money's been spent and where they are in the table. They haven't even got to 40 points yet.
You've got to think of Chelsea long term. I think long term they're going to be a force again.
I agree, but the players think that they're better. The players, if that's how elite players act, I'm glad we haven't got any at Leeds.
Yeah, well, we might have some at Leeds, you just don't see it. Most players probably do have egos. I don't mind it. I like a bit of an ego now and then. I don't mind that. I do gravitate towards those kind of people sometimes, even though they can be a bad apple in the group. I don't know. I do find it appealing sometimes.
I've heard of this player a few times now, Omani. Gargoyles. He's the number 2 striker to Isaac with Sweden. We can get him for around 10 to 12 million.
I would be hoping, though, if we stay up, that we would be Bayern established. I would be wanting. I can see he could be a good pick from the Championship, but for me, it would have to be because I don't know. Where do you guys stand with Ruter? I don't think he's a forward, is he?
He's a winger, isn't he?
Yeah, seems like we signed another winger.
Yeah, we have. I think so. What do they call them? Inverted wingers.
Yeah.
Yeah, his best position is out on wing coming in.
Yeah, but he's not really because how much we spent on him. He's not even played really, has he?
He needs time. He needs time to get up to adapt to Premier League. I think
he'll rip up the Championship.
Well, if we go down to the Championship, I think either it's going to be a good asset to keep if he wants to stay in Championship, or
Do you think we'll keep him like Ruter though? We spent so much money. Do you think we'll keep him if we went down?
Depends on what the 49ers want to do. If the 49ers are going to have a meeting with all these players and say, look, guys, you're this close to surviving. Give us one more season in Championship. Let's go for it. You get your full wages. And I think they would stay for one season to see if they can bounce back.
Yeah. Yeah, I know it's number 9, Harmony. I just think that, how can I say it like this? If we stay up and the 49ers come in and we've got maybe a bit more money to play for, I'm not going to ever discount the Championship because the Championship you can pick up some good players cheap. But I would be hoping for our marquee forward signing. It wouldn't be Coventry's number 9. We can sign him and have him as someone who could come good, but I certainly wouldn't want him as our main striker.
Would you be looking at getting? I mean, it's another midfielder though. Would you be looking at the likes of Romeo Latvia at Southampton if they go down?
Yeah, we won't get him. I'd have him, but we won't get him.
You think he's going to be a Champions League player next season?
Yeah. He'll probably go back to Man City. Do you know what I'm disappointed in? We're not seeing much of Giarbi. I like Giarbi. Never get in, can we?
Maybe. You see, the thing is, right? We see him play. We don't see him train. We don't see what Garcia sees him.
But we have seen him play a few times. I thought he's looked pretty good.
Has he played under Garcia though?
Not yet, no.
No, well, that's what I mean. If you listen to Garcia, he doesn't look back at the previous results. He likes to look forward.
Okay.
And if he hadn't played him yet, I don't think he's going to play him yet.
Let me say this in another way, Harmony. Stu, this Swedish player that Harmony's selling to us from Coventry, if he was our forward signing, we stay. Let me build the scenario. We stay up. 49ers are in. We make one forward signing. We keep Bamford Rodrigo, but they're kind of playing second fiddle, and we sign in. Where does he? Is he the player you're thinking in your head? Oh, that's what we need right now.
I think he'd be a good squad player.
Okay, there you go then. Yeah,
good squad player. You never know. Do you know what I mean? You never know until they're going to come. I mean, look at Bellingham.
And don't get me wrong. I am not discounting Championship players because there is some bargains to be had in there, and there's some good players and they do well in the Premiership. To me, I'd just be thinking, yeah, I agree. I think Bamford is. I think he does need to go. I think this season, if we stay up, there is a case where Bamford, but I can't see who would sign him either.
And I can't see Leeds get rid of him. You think he needs to go?
I couldn't even see Rodrigo going. I think we'll keep Rodrigo for another year.
Yeah.
It makes you wonder, well, what would we end? We'd end up with Bamford, Roberts, and Rodrigo. No, Bamford, Rodrigo, and whoever.
No, look. This is why I think if 49ers come in, they need to be cruel, be kind. They need to do what's good, what's best for Leeds, not for not. They shouldn't have any sentimental value of what.
Yeah, I
Leeds
just don't want us to see us take a. I just want us to next season, if we stay up, just maybe sign like an established. You know what I'm saying? Rather than these routers or the player from. For what? Let's just get a few good established players, and it makes us very secure. We don't have to go through what we've gone through the last 2 seasons.
Rather than players with potential.
Yeah, rather than do that. I mean, if you could pick up this guy from Coventry and you could pick him up for what, like, I don't know, 12 million, get him out, get him in, maybe see how he gets on, maybe a little loan, maybe to, you know what I'm saying? We go from there. Nonto, he was a dark horse. But then again, we've also signed established players who have been pretty good as well. And
let's be honest, Nonto, we bought him in a panic, didn't we? Let's be honest. He was due to coming in summer, and we bought him in January because we cocked up with his January transfer. That's why.
Well, it was a mistake that went wrong, and I'll be the first one to hold my hand up when I remember specifically on that window. I was like, "Great, that's not exciting." How long was I proven? So there is an argument. Yeah, there is an argument, Harmony. What I'm saying is complete waffle, because he could come in and be like Ivan Toney. There is that argument that Coventry player could come in. I just think how we've been for the last 2 seasons, I would rather go for proven rather than potential, because I want to play it safe a bit.
Right. So you're saying proven Premier League striker
or European proven? Yeah.
Right. So realistically, finishing where, just say we finish where we're going to finish, where we are 14th, 15th.
Yeah.
Realistically, new owners come in, new ambitions. Would a player like Ivan Toney, I know he's got this ban of, depends on how long his ban is, would he consider coming to a club like Leeds?
I think we're a bigger club than Brentford, but you could argue that they're run better and they are higher in the league. So why would he come? I would suggest his next move would be up the table rather than down it.
So what sort of Premier League strikers are you talking about, then, Russell?
Well, I don't know. We'll have to bring up a list and go through them all, wouldn't you? Or you figure out what good European players is there out there. Let's be honest, Leeds. We buy a lot of youngsters, don't we? We are constantly trying to find these gems, which they do. But I just want next season to be a bit more safe. I don't.
Well, let's hope the likes of Gabi can be pushed up to first team next season.
You what, sorry?
Let's hope Gabi can be pushed up to first team.
Drip fed in. I would say Greenwood out on loan, and Gabi I'd keep personally, but I would hope we sign still better established midfielders, and Gabi slowly. I don't want Gabi to be our first option off the bench in midfield, like he is now.
But do you agree that maybe if we give him a good pre-season, it can only but improve with experience?
He can, but we've had 2 seasons of this. Let's bring in more.
Well, we need better players. I know that. I agree with that. I do, but I think Gabi, he needs to run a games. He does. He needs to run a game.
Or he could be another loan. We could send him out on loan. Easy again. He could be a fringe cup player or out on loan.
What would you do with Perkins? Send him out on loan?
Yeah, he's not going to get a sniff, is he? If we got Rodrigo Bamford and another forward, and then you got people like Roberts coming back, Costa, I know they're not going to be in the line, but they're still more established. Sorry?
Pervader, Dan James.
Yeah, still got Dan James. I forgot we even owned Dan James. I mean, Dan James will be on a big wage, and he is a Premiership player. Do you know what's weird? I quite like Dan James. I know he's frustrating because he's all pace,
He never
I
played
like-
in his proper position, did he?
He's a hard
He were-
worker.
Yeah, he played up. He played as a striker,
I mean,
and he was never a striker in a million years.
how do you think Dan James will get on with this manager? I think he'll probably do all right.
Do you think we're going to keep Garcia though, or would you look for a better? Would you look for a more established manager?
No, you know what? I think if Garcia keeps us up, why not?
I think we need to keep him.
If he plays how he plays, because what I really like about Garcia, and thank God someone's come in and done this, he's just kept it simple. We play
He don't
like
play,
a normal.
he don't play the same team twice.
Yeah, but I like the fact we play like a normal team now. As exciting as Bielsa ball was, and it was really effective for it to get us where we are. Even though Jesse Marsh I didn't like, but I appreciate he tried to play this kind of rock and roll football. I'm just glad we're just semi-normal. It's actually, I don't feel as stressed.
Yeah, and I know exactly what you mean. I've said that. I've said that a few times now, even on extra time show. But I'm not saying he's got an air of calmness about him as Garcia.
Well, if he kept it up, do you not think there's an argument to keep him? I think he's
Yeah, I think so. I think so. But the problem is with that is he was brought in to do a job. Now he's got no pressure on him, but to keep us in league. It don't matter. We were all thinking that we were going to go down anyway. So if we'd have gone down, it wouldn't have been it wouldn't have been his fault, would it? If you see what I mean. The problem is he a manager where he can go for a full season like this?
Well, he did pretty well at Watford, didn't he? I don't know. I like him. I like it.
No, look, I want him to stay. I think not only is he going to keep us up, he's keeping us up in a style of play where everybody's happy with.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean.
Let's be honest. To come in how you are at this position, it takes a certain personality and calmness to. I think the people seem relaxed around him. He's very calm. He has a nice way about him, and seems like a good, nice guy. I think he's sort of manager I'd like to work with. You know, it's quite hard to do that. It's very hard to do what he's did, and I think you naturally got to be that kind of have that manner, and he's got that. So I don't know. I mean, I was like, yeah, I think, well, if he keeps it up, there's no way. But the more I'm really warming to him.
Yeah, I've liked him from day one. And what made me happy with him was didn't give anything away in press conferences. Didn't give nothing away, and it was refreshing. It was really refreshing because we also used to tell his team. Marsh used to tell his team before he even took any questions.
Well, he used to tell his injuries as well, didn't he?
Yeah, and that was bad. That was bad. I can see the Magpies getting another big striker in and selling Wilson. I would love him. I would love him. Callum Wilson at Leeds.
Yeah, he's just injured. Like she said in the next comment, he is injury prone. Yeah, that's the problem. Good player. I like Callum Wilson, but he is very injury prone. Oh, welcome back.
Would you go for someone like Danny Ings? He's not going to get any. He's not having any joy at West Ham being a lone
he's an odd one, isn't he? Danny Ings is weird because he was brilliant at Southampton. He's okay at Villa, and he's not really done that at West Ham. But
no, because they're playing him as a single striker, and he's not a lone striker.
But again, he's injury prone, isn't he? He's another injury prone player. But I would think Danny Ings-ish, but whoever's out there who's not injury prone like that, should we say? I think he made some good points.
You have had 3 managers and 18 months. Now it's time for stability if you want to stay up, guys.
Yeah.
So I agree. There's no dramas with Garcia.
It does feel more settled, don't you think?
Yeah. A man who loves Garcia. His temperament, his choice of team selection, targeting games, our style of play, etc. Give him a transfer window, and we will fly.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. I think maybe he could attract. I don't know. I mean, I think we will if we stay up. And it's great that we are having conversations about this because I was really down in the dumps with it. It's great. I mean, we might not stay up. Let's be honest. We still could easily go down. But I think we will have an upgrade of players next season. I think next season could be the season where if we stay up, it could be nice and boring and safe. But I'd quite like that. And then you would be looking to go to the next levels. if it's season by season. So
Ings is more of a myth than Ings is more of a myth than Maddison.
yeah, he's an odd player. He can be fantastic, Danny Ings. On his day, he's fantastic. He was brilliant at Southampton. Brilliant.
I mean, I don't read everything. I don't believe in everything I read. I really don't. But one of the names we were linked with was Origi, ex-Liverpool player.
Yeah, weirdly, I still. Yeah, the AC Milan player. Weirdly, I like him.
Do you look Origi? Well, Klopp didn't want to get rid of him, did he?
No,
Klopp
I know
didn't want to get rid of him. He went for game time.
Yeah, he's not done well at AC Milan, but I've always liked to read. Stay but boring, but does a job. Good,
I think I'd have someone like Origi. I would have Origi. Sign Matt Beck from Southfield Balls, I think. Darling, and have a sell-on clause with that transfer.
How are Darlington?
Ian,
how are Darlington getting on? Are they? Weren't they? Are they?
No, since Matt Beck left. Darlington, they've just gone damn table.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, that's not good.
Yeah.
Oh no. Oh no. But the thing, what's scary with these conversations is thinking like this, because we can still quite easily go down, isn't it? I feel like it's like thinking when you win the lottery, you're like, oh, what should I do with all the money? But the reality is, I haven't won the lottery. But let's say I'll be very excited to have this conversation if we stay up. I would be thinking of so many fantasy things with Leeds going, oh, this. The reality could be obviously a lot different, but it makes you start fantasizing and believing again a bit, doesn't it? But I think we've got a real chance now. I think we're back in, 3 weeks ago, I thought we was out of it, but now I'm like, oh, well, I think we're back. I think we're definitely in with a chance of staying up there.
We'll have to get last 5 games at season. We'll have to get a show going. Talking about Leeds and what we did that game week and stuff, and see because I think we need to be safe before end of April. We can't go into May only being 1 or 2 points off relegation.
But do you know what? There's a little bit of them. Would be surprised that Leeds are odd. We do play well against good teams. We are looking at the last 4 games. Maybe we do better in those games than we realise.
Because the pressure, I think the pressure. I mean, before we beat Forest, I thought it were going to go down to the West Ham game. Yeah. I thought the West Ham game might have made us or whoever won that.
Oh, has he gone? Oh, they've both gone. You just with me. Right, guys, I'm hosting. Enough of this rubbish. What are we talking about? You just got me. Ask me questions. Let's talk. Oh, I'm so nervous. No, not really. I'm loving it. This is weird. Am I the only one talking? Is anyone actually in the comments? I'm going to write something in the comments. Let's see if someone can hear. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Anyone writing? Or am I just talking to myself? What music do you like? It is just me. They've all disappeared. Well, Ian, that's a very good question. What music do I like? I like all kinds of music. If it sounds good, I like it. What kind of music do you like? That's it. That'll be me to you. What do you like? I'll tell you the music I've started liking recently is I started to like things like The Cure, and I'm really into Pink Floyd right now, which I didn't used to be. But are you a Harmony? This must be hell for you. You've just got me on the screen. The Russell Show, exactly, Inky. We've worked. It's happened at last. We've got rid of him. This is what I've been planning for years. Ever since I joined the show, my plan was to get it like this, and eventually we've made it happen. But I really like The Cure and Pink Floyd. Trance music. Where do you live? Shall I give out such information on the stream? I can tell you where I'm from. I'm from Lincoln. Lincolnshire. It's quite weird. I like it. Harmony, this must literally be hell. You've just got me on the stream. You can't be enjoying this. Trance music, yeah. I think you have to be into how can I put it? In a certain mood for maybe that sort of music. Shall we say? So where are Darlington and Ian? Where have you dropped down to? I might have to check. Let's see where Darlington are in the league. Because I know you do come in and speak out Darlington, but I'll tell you what though, there is one player talking about the league. There's one player that's really caught my eye. Notts County and Wrexham are having a real battle in the National League. And there's a player called Langstaff, and I thought he was the Newcastle brother. He plays for Notts County. And I was watching. I didn't realize he's got like 40 plus goals almost in the National League. He could be a real good player coming through. Google Longstaff, Notts County. Really good. What do you think about Frank Lampard? Inky, I think Lampard going to Chelsea is purely because it's Frank Lampard. I still don't quite understand how he gets these jobs. But he's very well connected within the football world. And it's a very easy appointment for Chelsea, isn't it? Do you really? Does he deserve it? No way. There's no way he deserves it. I mean,
right, my internet stopped at my end, mate. I've had to come on to my mobile phone. I don't know what's gone on.
No, sorry, mate. I was just doing the show without you, but that was weird. I was like, "You're right."
I didn't even know the show were carrying on.
Yeah, well, I thought I noticed you two had paused, so I thought, I better chat to the guys, and we're just talking about music and Frank Lampard. And there was Ian Barrow Longstaff. Was he at Gateshead? I was looking at his. Every time I check Notts County's fixed goal, it's always him scoring. And he could be a real gem for someone in the League 1 or 2. But I've been a Darlington man. You're probably aware. This is what I was saying about Championship players for Leeds. I mean, for League 1 and 2 clubs, there is some absolute gems in the National League. There's some good players in those leagues. I mean, Vardy came from that league, didn't
he? Yeah. Yeah. Harry Kane went down ranks to play football, didn't
he? Yeah. Hey, Stu, it looks like you've got a snooker table behind you against your wall.
Yeah, it's my bloody green screen, isn't it?
Yeah, but it looks like a snooker table from here. It looks like you put a snooker table across the wall.
Yeah, it might as well be.
Yeah,
that's a cheap way of doing a green screen, isn't it? Sticking a snooker table up behind you.
Yeah, exactly. Paul Mullen, he went from Cambridge down to Wrexham. Have you seen that National League battle? That I've been actually I always check the National League because Notts County and Wrexham are in one hell of a battle for first place. It's like really back and forth.
It is, Ian. You cheeky sod, but I love you. Paul Mullen I remember Paul Mullen from Wrexham.
Yeah. Who's 35 points clear? Is that who's that? Is it Darlington? Wait, I'm going to check Darlington. I want to see where they are in the league.
You'll have to do that for me, mate. My internet's gone.
Have you got no internet at all? Are you blind completely?
I've had to use my mobile data on my phone.
Oh my god! Have you reset your router?
Liam, will you just reset a router, love? By power on router. Power at back of it. The power lead. Just pull it out and push it back in again. Be careful.
So Darlington 6th. That's not a bad position. Chester. God, I remember Chester being in the Football League. And they've got... So, how many teams do they have playoffs in that league? Can you actually get into the playoffs?
I think so. Yeah.
Notts County versus Wrexham on Bank Holiday. Wow, that's huge. Is there playoffs in that league? In Darlington's AFC Flight, they look like they're going to win it. Scarborough, do you remember Scarborough? I remember Scarborough when I was younger, being in League Two. It's crazy. When you look at, let's look at this table. Who have they got in there? Oh, right. So Darlington are in the playoffs, so that's not bad. They've got a chance. Telford, I remember them being in the conference. You've got Kettering Town. Do you remember Leeds played Kettering Town, the FA Cup?
Yeah, we got. Is that when we got beat?
No, we drew at their ground, and then we took.
Drew at their ground, and then won it. Yeah.
Yeah. Mark Grella scored.
I'm thinking of Iston.
Hereford. We were playing Hereford in the league. They beat us 2-0. Hereford, they're in the same league. Kinney Minister Harriers.
They almost knocked West Ham out at Cup. It took a replay to get through.
Yeah, you got. It's crazy when you look at some of these teams, because I remember Chester being in I remember Chester being in the league. Hollyoaks, Chester. Yeah, I say Darlington could still get promoted. I mean, they're in there. They've got a game in hand over Gloucester City, so you never know.
One go up and one go up and one go up via the playoffs.
Really? Okay, it's quite tough. So you got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 teams in the playoffs. But I bet they do it like the National League. You know, where if you come second or third, the other 4 teams then play each other to then play the 2 teams that are in the next 2 positions. So yeah, I bet that's how that'll work.
Tickets are only 20 quid for the North League final at Wembley. It's the neutral zone. I'm hoping for Kingsland v Scarborough.
Scarborough, yeah, I remember them having a team in the league before. It's weird when you look at these leagues, because this is National League North. Who's in the National League South? I want to see who's in that one. I bet there's a lot of teams that will go, geez, I remember them being playing in the league, National League South. So look at this. I'll tell you. So National League South, let's look at this. You've got Slough Town, Dover Athletic. I remember Dover, they were near the top of the conference. Maybe not as many big ones in this one. Ebbsfleet Town, well, they're going to get promoted. Farnborough, I remember them being in the conference a while ago. Yeah, there's not as many recognisable ones in this one like there was in the Darlington League. Yeah, a lot of these. Yeah, Braintree. I think they've been in the conference a few times. Yeah. Yeah, there's not more recognisable names. So, Ian Barron, what's unique about Chester's ground? What is it? I'm intrigued. What is unique about Chester's ground? Good stream, though, Stu. Good stream, mate.
Yeah, it's flowing on it. It's been really good.
Yeah, we've had a good fantasy talk, and we could probably. What are you thinking for Saturday? Because there's no reason for me not to make that one. So, what are you thinking?
Whether to bring Haaland back in for Kane.
Oh no! What are you thinking for the fantasy stream? We're doing one, are we? A deadline stream?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
So what's the deadline? It's 11 o'clock, Saturday, the 8th of April.
So 10 again.
Yeah, it's going to be weird, isn't it? Because this week's an interesting one. I think I'll be honest with you. My instincts are saying I'm going to be personally probably a red arrow. I think this week could be a lot more.
Right, I'm looking at it before.